Welcome to Nugget 257 with Steve and Dana Groman, and today we will be talking about the eye. Which can explain the eye better, creation or evolution? Evolution makes some remarkable claims about how humans and other creatures came into being. The better we appreciate the unique complexity of living things, the better we can also appreciate the likelihood of life beginning by chance alone. Even the simplest life requires enormous intricacy of structures and functions. Scientists refer to life as being characterized by incredible specified complexity. Leslie Orgel, a well-known origin of life researcher, emphasized this fact, saying, "Living things are distinguished by their specified complexity. Crystals such as granite fail to qualify as living because they lack complexity. Mixtures of random polymers fail to qualify because they lack specificity." And this is from a fabulous book called Darwin's Demise. By looking at this diagram of the eyeball, you can see that it must be fearfully and wonderfully made. It is the most complex structure known to exist. The paper-thin retina contains about 130 mission light receptors. Around 6 million of these, called cones, allow us to distinguish some 8 million colors. The remainder, rods, only detect black and white. They allow night vision and after an hour of darkness become 75,000 times more sensitive. The eye is made up of 3 coats or layers enclosing various anatomical structures. The outermost layer, known as the fibrous tunic, is composed of the cornea and sclera. The middle layer, known as the vascular tunic or uvea, consists of the choroid, the ciliary body, the pigmented epithelium, and iris. The innermost is the retina, which gets its oxygenation from the blood vessels of the choroid posteriorly, as well as the retinal vessels anteriorly. Those words are kind of hard to say. The human eye can detect a luminance range of 10 to the 14th power, or 100 trillion. That's equal to about 46.5 f-stops. So for all you photographers that had an old school camera, you'll know what that's talking about. In the whole human retina, there are said to be about 7 million cones and from 75 million to 150 million rods. There are only about 1 million optic nerve fibers, while there are at least 150 million receptors, so that there must be considerable convergence of receptors on the optic pathway. Here's another interesting fact about the eye, is that we blink on average 15 times per minute. And how fast is that blink? 300 to 400 microseconds. That's pretty fast. Creation or evolution? Well, we talk about the eye in a little bit better detail in the seminar series in Lesson 8, Darwin's Legacy, and in Lesson 10, Part 2, called Living Proof. But indeed, the eye is a masterpiece. It is not an accident. And back to Darwin's Demise, they have these stats on the eye. The human eye can handle 1.5 million simultaneous messages. In a day, the eye moves 100,000 times. The body would have to walk 50 miles to exercise the leg muscles at an equal amount. Well, we're walking 2 miles a day. I can't imagine walking 50. 137 million nerve endings within each eye pick up every visual message the eye sends to the brain. No wonder we're careful with our eyes. They are so special. From The Origin of Species by Charles Darwin, written in 1857, Darwin says, "To suppose that the eye could have been formed by natural selection seems, I freely confess, absurd in the highest degree." And I will just pop in here at this chance to let you know the full title of Darwin's first book, The Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection, or the Preservation of Favored Races in the Struggle for Life, Charles Darwin. I want you to know that throughout his whole book, he never discusses the origin. How can it be the book on the origin of species when he never tells you what the origin is? Because we all know that the origin is the Creator God, and this would have not fit his predisposed idea of what he wanted to present. Share our content with your friends and family. Help us grow our channel. And in Nugget 258, we will be reading a Science News article which talks about the trilobite, an eye that inspires a new camera. And in the series, we talk about the trilobite and their fabulous eye. I hope you watched the Saturday Travel and History Tips. This last week, we finished up our series on the Grand Canyon. If you appreciate our content, tell others and repost on your social platforms. platforms. Our YouTube channel is Steve Groman. Hit the notification bell to be alerted when we post new nuggets and Saturday history and travel tips. And I mentioned the Creation Seminar Series. It is a fabulous wealth of information jam-packed in these 12 lessons. We ask you to continue to pray for us, for our family. And if you appreciate these videos and you can partner with us on a monthly or one-time basis, give us a call at 603-616-8907. Thank you.